Jose Luis Castillo, and here you'll see the 5-year age advantage for Hatton, on which many base his favorite role in the fight. But there's a 2-inch height advantage for Castillo, and surprisingly, a 4-inch arm length advantage for Jose Luis Castillo when measured from the armpit to the end of the fist. They both weighed in at 140. Neither had seemingly any big problem making weight. Castillo has rehydrated all the way up to 153 overnight. Hatton enters the ring at 149. Rules of CompuBox numbers in round 3, best round of the fight. Ricky Hatton landing 23 out of 54. Jose Luis Castillo 21 out of 62. That round probably a harbinger of what we're going to see through the middle portion of the fight. Harold, how do you score it so far?
Okay, Jim, 30-27. 3 rounds to nothing for hook and hold Ricky Hatton. Jim, I got to tell you something. Jose Luis Castillo's got to catch this guy before he comes in and ties him up like he did there. Hatton gets off 2-3 good hooks, and then he grabs him. See, right there. This guy hits him 2 times, grabs him. And he's been doing it the whole fight. He gets away with it. Castillo's got to catch him on the way in, or you're going to see a shutout. 3-0 for Ricky Hatton.
Get him out. Let's go. Get him out of there.
So, Harold, it sounds as though you're attributing all the holding to Hatton.
Jim, to tell you the truth, 90% of it is Hatton. There's no question. He's good at it. He uses his strength to shove Castillo back, but he's holding him with the left. There's no question. Look, right there. Hatton's got him with the left hand.
Castillo put his left arm over the back of Hatton's neck.
I agree with Harold. I think Hatton is the one initiating the clinch, whether or not Castillo's playing ball.
But the thing is, Hatton seems to be strictly intent on just bullying Castillo around and not boxing him at a distance. He's punching, and as soon as he lands a punch, he starts pushing him with his shoulders, clinching him, whatever. But he's trying to make it a physical fight to push Castillo back into the ropes.
Is this the Hatton who beat Costa?
Somewhat, yes. It's very similar, but Costa is a different type fighter. Costa becomes very unorganized very easily if you crowd him, because he likes to have space to fight like most of the European fighters, which is what he was as an amateur.
Joe Cortez is deducting a point from Castillo for low blows.
Did you guys see a warning?
I did not.
Seems like a quick deduction.
Get him out of there.
Perhaps there was a warning in round 2
Let's go.
during a discussion that took place among all 3 of the principals in the ring at that time. One way or another, no protest from Castillo as a point is deducted from him. And now, if Harold Letterman's scorecard is in line with those of the official scorers, Castillo's got an uphill fight on his hands.
What did I say about body punching? That Hatton didn't punch as good as Castillo?
Well, maybe Castillo doesn't take him as well as Hatton.
Yes,
This is being ruled a knockdown.
It was a knockdown.
As Castillo went for it, and he stays on the canvas, and this fight is over. The perfect left hook to the liver ends the fight.
I think those who said going into this fight that Castillo was shot, they look pretty smart right now.
Absolutely. The way Jose Luis Castillo sat that one out, shocking to many at ringside.
Yeah. He looked like a shot fighter from the beginning.
Not the same guy who fought Diego Corrales in back-to-back fights, and maybe as a result of those fights, he's not the same guy.
Yeah, I was very surprised when I saw the first 10 seconds how bad he looked.
So maybe the first 6 rounds against Ngoju meant, Emmanuel, that he was done.
Yep.
And Hatton won't get much credit for that victory because of the way Castillo looked.
Yeah, but he did a good job, though.
Let's take a look at the finish once again. We've seen a lot of knockouts recently on body shots. Here's another one.
Right under the elbow. And he didn't see that. He wasn't expecting it. He thought that it was coming to the head.
I thought for a moment he was trying to convince Cortez he had been hit low. But no, it was the perfect liver shot.
Yep.
One more look at Ricky Hatton's perfect location of the left hook under the right arm.
And that's unusual to see Mexican fighters, because in training, all the time, that's their favorite punches, is exchanging left hooks to the body.
This is what Mexican fighters have been doing to their opponents for decades.
I'm very surprised to see a Mexican fighter get knocked out with a body punch. It's unusual.
So a 4th round knockout victory for Ricky Hatton over Jose Luis Castillo. becomes the gaudiest element of the Hatton resume for the moment.
They're singing Christmas songs in June, but it is Christmas to them.